Welcome to Veterans Stadium. Edmonton against Pottsville. For this Action PC playoff game. Bailey with the kick. The kick from Bailey is returned 27 yards by Grayson, fumble recovered by Urlacher, Edmonton ball.
False start. Offense, number 87, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
First and 15 at the 32. Someone jumped. Holmes with a gain of 6 on the play, White on the tackle. Holmes on the carry, gain of 5, Grantham on the tackle. Holmes on the carry, loss of 3, Wagner on the tackle. 3rd and 8 from the 25. Romo calling signals. Romo throws incomplete to Bryant, Webb on the coverage. 43-yard try for Bailey. Landita to hold. This will give them the lead. Clean snap from Wiegman. Bailey is good from 43 yards, Edmonton 3, Pottsville 0. Bailey to kick off. Some movement up front. Rice with the carry, gain of 4, Spencer on the stop. Outs to Brown, gain of 5, Hopkins on the tackle. 3rd and 1 from the 49. Brown on the carry, no gain, Lee on the tackle. Johnson back in punt formation. Medjet waiting inside his own 10. "45-yard punt by Johnson, out of bounds. Romo at the line. Four-yard run by Holmes, Thomas on the tackle. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Holmes on the carry, gain of 9, Wagner on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10. Romo barks out the signals. Carthon on the carry, no gain, Cousineau with the tackle. Romo to Bryant, gain of 5, Webb on the tackle. 3rd and 5. Romo throws incomplete to Brown. Landita back in punt formation. "46-yard punt by Landita, fair catch by Webb. 1st and 10 at the 30. Newsome split outside. Brown with a gain of 7 on the play, Spencer on the stop. 2nd and 3. Newsome split outside. Outs throws incomplete to Newsome, Christensen on the coverage. 3rd and 3 from the 37. Fouts completes the pass to Rice, gain of 16, Hopkins on the tackle, first down, Fouts calls the signals. Rice the ball carrier, no gain, Bingaman on the stop. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Fouts completes the pass to Newsome, gain of 24, Christensen on the tackle, first down, Newsome out wide. Fouts to Brown, gain of 6, Hopkins on the tackle. 2nd and 4 from the 17. Fouts barks out the signals. Fouts throws incomplete to Newsome, Christensen on the coverage. 3rd and 4 at the 17. Fouts calling an audible. Fouts completes the pass to Brown, 4-yard gain, Urlacher on the tackle, first down, 1st and 10 at the 13. Newsome split outside. Brown on the carry, no gain, Ware on the stop. Maroons trailing by 3. Newsome lines up outside. Fouts at the line. Fouts passes to Newsome, touchdown Pottsville. The kick by Cundiff is good, Pottsville 7, Edmonton 3. Here's the kick from Cundiff. Carthon the ball carrier, 4-yard gain, Wagner on the tackle. Romo throws incomplete to Kals. Edmonton breaks the huddle. 3rd and 6 from the 24. Romo calls out the signals. Romo throws incomplete to Kals. Landita back in punt formation. A 47-yard punt by Landita, return of 50 by Webb. Fouts to Brown, 11-yard gain, Urlacher on the tackle, first down. Brown the ball carrier, gain of 1, Ware on the stop. Fouts calling signals. Brown the ball carrier, gain of 4, Christensen on the tackle. End of the first quarter, Pottsville 7, Edmonton 3. Pottsville by 4. 3rd and goal from the 5. Fouts throws incomplete to Newsome, Christensen on the coverage. 23-yard try for Cundiff. Good snap from center. Cundiff made the 23-yard field goal, Pottsville 10, Edmonton 3. The kick from Cundiff is down by Medjet. Edmonton down by 7. Romo is sacked by Ngata, loss of 7. Romo from the shotgun. Romo completes the pass to Holmes, gain of 9, Cousineau with the tackle. 3rd and 8 from the 22. Pottsville faking blitz. Romo completes the pass to Holmes, gain of 14, Cousineau on the stop, 1st down. Timeout, Pottsville. Carthon on the carry, gain of 6, Wagner on the stop. 2nd and 4 from the 42. Yard run by Carthon, Pollard on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10. Holmes on the carry, gain of 7, Wagner on the tackle. 2nd and 3 from the 37. Holmes the ball carrier, no gain, Thomas with the tackle. 3rd and 3 at the 37. Holmes on the carry, gain of 9, Pollard on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 28. Holmes on the carry, touchdown Edmonton. Bailey converts the extra point, Edmonton 10, Pottsville 10. The kick from Bailey is downed by Grayson. Newsome out wide. Two-yard gain by Rice, Urlacher on the stop. 2nd and 8. Newsome split outside. Fouts calls the signals. Brown the ball carrier, gain of 6, Certain on the tackle. 3rd and 2. Newsome lines up outside. Fouts at the line. Movement up front. Possible free play for Fouts. Fouts throws incomplete to Newsome, Christensen on the coverage. 3rd and 2 from the 28. Newsome split outside. Fouts at the line. Fouts throws incomplete to Rice, Urlacher on the coverage. Johnson deep in punt formation. "46-yard punt by Johnson, no return. Holmes with the carry, gain of 6, Wagner on the tackle. 2nd and 4. Carthon on the carry, gain of 2, Wagner on the tackle. 3rd and 2 from the 34. Romo changing the play. Romo completes the pass to Bryant, gain of 7, Webb on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10. Carthon on the carry, 12-yard gain, Wagner on the tackle, 1st down. Tie score. Romo with the pass to Brown, gain of 13, Dixon on the tackle, 1st down. Tie score. First and 10 from the 34. Holmes on the carry, loss of 1, Wagner on the tackle. Second and 11. Seven-yard gain by Holmes, Campbell on the tackle. Third and 4. Romo completes the pass to Bryant, gain of 8, Webb on the tackle, first down. Romo to Kels, 15-yard gain, Thomas with the tackle, first down. Edmonton hustling to the line. Romo to Kels, incomplete, Thomas on the coverage. Second and goal from the 10. Romo to Holmes, incomplete. Tie score. Third and goal at the 20. 2:27 in the second. Shotgun. Pottsville showing blitz. Romo completes the pass to Robinson, gain of 9, Sherman on the tackle. 2-minute warning. Bailey is good from 29, Edmonton 13, Pottsville 10. The kick from Bailey is returned 3 yards by Boozer, Sensabaugh on the tackle. Newsome split outside. Rice on the carry, loss of 1, Spencer on the tackle. Second and 11. Couts passes to Sauer, incomplete, Haynes on the coverage. Third and 11 from the 14. Brown split out wide. Shotgun formation. Couts passes to Newsome, 9-yard gain, Christensen with the tackle. Johnson will punt. A 39-yard punt by Johnson, return of 5 by Medjet. Romo calling signals. Romo passes to Holmes, incomplete. Second and 10. Romo from the shotgun. Romo to Brown, 5-yard gain, Dixon on the tackle. Third and 5. Pottsville showing blitz. Romo to Kels, gain of 9, Thomas on the tackle, first down. Carthon on the carry, gain of 8, Thomas on the stop. Romo completes the pass to Kels, 5-yard gain, Thomas with the tackle, first down, first and 10 from the 25. Romo throws incomplete to Brown.
Offsides. Defense, number 92, 5-yard penalty.
Edmonton leads by 3. First and 5. 0:42 in the second. Romo is intercepted by Dixon, return of 5. First and 10 from the 12. Fouts at the line. Fouts to Bolden, gain of 18, Hopkins on the tackle, first down. Fouts passes to Sauer, incomplete. Second and 10. Brown with the carry, gain of 3, Babin on the stop. Third and 7 from the 33. Someone jumped. Yard run by Brown, Hopkins on the stop, first down. The kick from Pundit was returned 46 yards by Mejet, Pollard on the tackle. Romo to Kels, incomplete. Edmonton leads by 3. Romo at the line. Romo throws incomplete to Holmes, Cousineau with the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense, number 50, 5-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
Edmonton breaks the huddle. First and 10 at the 49. Holmes on the carry, 7-yard gain, Cousineau with the tackle. Holmes the ball carrier, gain of 3, Thomas on the tackle, first down. Holmes the ball carrier, touchdown Edmonton. Bailey makes the extra point, Edmonton 20, Pottsville 10. The kick from Bailey is downed by Grayson. I formation. They're looking for Brown. Fouts at the line. Brown with a gain of 30 on the play, Urlacher on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 50. Rice on the sweep, gain of 15, Christensen on the tackle, first down. Newsome split outside. Brown on the carry, gain of 1, Ware on the tackle. Brown on the carry, 3-yard gain, Rice with the tackle. Third and 6 from the 31. Fouts to Bolden, gain of 14, Certain with the tackle, first down. Newsome split wide. Fouts at the line. Rice with the carry, 4-yard gain, Babin on the tackle. Pottsville trailing by 10. Newsome lines up outside. Fouts throws incomplete to Sauer, Haynes on the coverage. Third and 6. Newsome lines up outside. Brown on the draw, loss of 3, Bingaman on the tackle. 34-yard attempt for Cundiff. Clean snap. Cundiff is good from 34 yards, Edmonton 20, Pottsville 13. Cundiff to kick off. Onside kick recovered by Pottsville. Pottsville trailing by 7. Newsome out wide. Fouts at the line. Fouts throws incomplete to Rice. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Brown the ball carrier, gain of 2, Rice on the tackle. Maroons trailing by 7. 3rd and 8 from the 43. Fouts to Sauer, gain of 27, Haynes on the tackle, 1st down. I formation. Rice with the carry, loss of 3, Rice on the tackle. 2nd and 13 from the 33. Newsome split outside. Fouts passes to Newsome, gain of 14, Christensen on the tackle, 1st down. Fouts brings them to the line. Fouts at the line. Rice with the carry, 7-yard gain, Hopkins on the tackle. Pottsville down by 7. Newsome split wide. Rice on the carry, gain of 1, Rice on the tackle. 3rd and 2 from the 11. Brown gains 4 on the sweep, Rice on the tackle, 1st down. Newsome out wide. Two-yard run by Rice, Christensen on the tackle. Fouts at the line. Current drive, 9 plays, 54 yards. 5:38 off the clock. Rice on the carry, gain of 3, Ware on the tackle. 3rd and goal at the 2. Edmonton stacked the line. Brown on the carry, touchdown Pottsville. Cundiff converts the extra point, Edmonton 20, Pottsville 20. Here's the kick from Cundiff. The kick from Cundiff is returned 44 yards by Mejet, Wagner with the tackle. From the Romo passes to Kels, incomplete, Thomas on the coverage. Pottsville showing blitz. Holmes the ball carrier, gain of 7, Wagner on the tackle.
False start. Offense, number 87, 5-yard penalty.
3rd and 8 at the 48. I formation. Romo throws incomplete to Holmes, Cousineau on the coverage. Landita to punt. Webb waiting inside his own 10. 42-yard punt by Landita, out of bounds. First and 10 at the 10. Outs to Bolden, gain of 8, certain with the tackle. End of the third quarter, Edmonton 20, Pottsville 20. Tie score. Second and 2 at the 18. Brown on the carry, gain of 6, Urlacher on the stop, first down. Tie score. Newsome split outside. Fouts barks out the signals. Brown lost 1 on the play, Babin on the tackle. "20-yard gain by Brown, Christensen on the tackle, first down. Tie score. Newsome out wide. Brown on the carry, gain of 2, Urlacher with the tackle. Outs to Snell, incomplete. Tie score. Third and 8 from the 45. Outs barks out the signals. Outs to Maynard, gain of 14, Walls on the tackle, first down. Tie score. Newsome split out wide. Edmonton showing blitz. All eyes on Rice. Rice on the carry, gain of 4, Ware with the tackle. Shotgun. Outs completes the pass to Maynard, 15-yard gain, Hopkins on the tackle, first down, first and 10 at the 22. Rice gains 5 on the sweep, Vingeman on the tackle. Second and 5 from the 17. Outs at the line. Current drive, 10 plays, 73 yards. 5:53 off the clock. Rice on the carry, no gain, Urlacher with the tackle. Tie score. Third and 5 from the 17. 8:37 left in the fourth. Outs is intercepted by Certain, return of 12. First and 10 from the 16. Bryant on the reverse, gain of 15, Cousineau on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 31. I formation. Romo calls the signals. Carthon lost 1 on the play, White on the tackle. Tie score. Second and 11. 7 o'clock in the fourth. Romo to Holmes, loss of 2, Cousineau on the stop.
Offsides. Defense, number 92, 5-yard penalty.
Holmes on the carry, no gain, Wagner on the stop. Tie score. Third and 6 from the 35. Romo calling an audible. sacked by Kuznetsov, loss of 1, fumble recovered by Romo, Edmonton maintains possession, Landita deep in punt formation. "50-yard punt by Landita, 6-yard return by Webb, fumble recovered by Waters, Edmonton ball, tie score." Romo throws incomplete to Bryant. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Romo is sacked by Wagner, loss of 10. 3rd and 20 from the 32. Shotgun. Romo calling an audible. Romo to Brown, incomplete. 50-yard attempt for Bailey. Landita to hold. This will give them the lead. Clean snap. Bailey is good from 50 yards, Edmonton 23, Pottsville 20. Bailey with the kick. The kick from Bailey is returned 33 yards by Grayson, fumble recovered by Bingaman, Edmonton ball. Three-yard run by Holmes, Wagner on the tackle. Edmonton leads by 3. 2nd and 7. Romo taking his time. Romo calls out the signals. Holmes on the carry, no gain, Suggs with the tackle. 3rd and 7 from the 33. Romo working very slowly. Romo calling signals. Holmes with a gain of 4 on the play, Suggs on the tackle. 2-minute warning. Bailey is good from 47 yards, Edmonton 26, Pottsville 20. The kick from Bailey is returned 42 yards by Grayson, Lee on the stop. Rice the ball carrier, gain of 12, Christensen on the tackle, first down. Maroons trailing by 6. Fouts completes the pass to Maynard, gain of 12, Christensen on the tackle, first down, Pottsville down by 6. Fouts throws incomplete to Rice, Ware on the coverage. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Fouts passes to Rice, gain of 5, Christensen on the tackle. Pottsville down by 6. 3rd and 5. 1:28 in the 4th. Fouts from the shotgun. Doubling Sauer at the line. Fouts at the line. Fouts to Maynard, gain of 4, Walls with the tackle. 4th and 1. Rice with a gain of 18 on the play, Walls on the tackle, first down. First and goal from the 3. Rice the ball carrier, no gain, Babin with the tackle. Sauer is doubled at the line. Bolden is doubled at the line. Fouts at the line. Rice the ball carrier, touchdown Pottsville. Cundiff makes the extra point, Pottsville 27, Edmonton 26. Here's the kick from Cundiff. Squib kick. The kick from Cundiff is returned 14 yards by Medjet, McLean on the tackle. Edmonton trailing by 1. Pottsville faking blitz. Romo at the line. Romo passes to Baker, gain of 3, Grayson with the tackle. Edmonton down 1. Second and 7 from the 28. 0:56 left in the game. Romo from the shotgun. Romo to Bryant, incomplete. 3rd and 7 from the 28. Romo throws incomplete to Robinson. 4th and 7. Romo is intercepted by Webb, returned for a touchdown, touchdown Pottsville. Cundiff converts the extra point, Pottsville 34, Edmonton 26. Cundiff to kick off. Edmonton down 8. 1st and 10 from the 20. Romo from the shotgun. Romo passes to Bryant, incomplete. Baker split outside. Romo calling signals. Romo to Robinson, incomplete, Sherman on the coverage. Edmonton down 8. 3rd and 10 at the 20. Romo to Robinson, gain of 11, Sherman on the tackle, 1st down. Romo passes to Robinson, incomplete. Edmonton down 8. Romo throws incomplete to Brown. 3rd and 10 from the 31. 0:09 left in the 4th. Prevent defense. Romo calls out the signals. Romo to Baker, incomplete. 4th and 10 from the 31. Romo is intercepted by Grayson, return at 0, Pottsville 34, Edmonton 26.